Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we continue to roll right along here into the fall, through the fall and into the winter season. And with the winter season, that means basketball is right around the corner. And it's always great to catch up with our women's head basketball coach, Collin Lanam. And Collin, first off, great to see you, buddy. And it's great to see you, around the office here every now and then. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's health staying with things going on?
It's good. It's good. We've been very fortunate, knock on wood, as a team to progress through this pandemic with just a couple scares here and there. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's doing well. From that perspective, we got a few nicks and bruises here and there that we've got to take care of, just from a typical preseason. But in terms of everything that's going on with COVID and everything, we've done a very good job. Our girls have been very diligent about following protocols from the St. Louis community as well as Maryville. So, by following the rules, wearing masks, social distancing has been very good for us.
Well, and I will say that the COVID beard is still looking good. I know when we talked earlier in the summer, you had it. It's still looking good on you there, buddy.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't let me shave it. She said I was too ugly without it. So it keeps me winning at home. So we'll keep it.
No doubt about it. Well, let's kind of talk about the first part of school. Obviously, getting everybody on campus and getting everybody moved in and how everybody's been handling the hybrid situation. I think our student athletes have just done a terrific job.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Something that we actually transitioned to a couple of years ago was we quit focusing on grade point averages. I personally have never been a huge fan of it. I understand it. I get it. But my professional experience has shown that, understanding what your profession is and performing it outweighs your GPA. People tend to care what you can do as opposed to what you can regurgitate from a textbook. And Maryville, I think, also echoes that sentiment with our project-based learning. So when we've gone through all of this, we've just put forth the motto of just doing the best that you can. Be the best student you can be, utilize the resources, go to class, turn in your assignments, and you will have a good experience. And we've seen a lot of, and what's funny is when we quit focusing on GPA, our grades have actually gone up. And so in this situation, when we went to the hybrid schedule last spring, our students were prepared for it. They were fine. They were willing to ask questions, willing to find their resources. And I think that that's really carried over into this semester as well. We've got some students who prefer being in the classroom, others that are, prefer to do it in their dorm room. And the professors and other people on campus have been very accommodating. So things have gone very well with all things considered. And the girls are just continuing to grind and do their work and utilize the opportunities that are in front of them when they can.
And that rolls into the practice protocols. I mean, obviously the mask wearing, the social distancing, starting off with, with individuals and small groups and then moving forward. How has that process been for the team in leading up to getting ready to play basketball and games here in the next couple of weeks?
It is what it is, and that's what we've tried to take everything as it comes. We can't really sit and complain whether it's something that we want to do or don't want to do. It is what it is, and we have to deal with what we have in front of us. So we're just trying to take advantage of every opportunity. Things have been good. We actually got a little bit more of a regular season preseason, with our start date remaining October 15th, but our games getting pushed back a couple weeks. Again, we've been very fortunate to be on the floor, so we've been able to utilize a few extra hours here and there in our preseason. So, we're getting to the point now where, as most teams are, you're itching to play against somebody else. The scout teams are taking away everything when you put a play in or you try to run a defense, and they know how to break it now. So, the frustration's kicking in. We'd like to be playing against somebody else, and the carrot's still in front of us. We've got a game coming up here in a few weeks. So, we have something in front of us that's right in front of us. It gives us something to fight for and continue to work for. We're very fortunate with the GLVC to be able to play right now. And that's what we preach to our team is just, hey, understand we're one of the minority in Division II that's playing right now. And it's up to us to take on that responsibility, to accept what we're given and not take for granted the fact that we're on the floor and we're preparing for a game coming up against Missouri S&T.
No doubt about it. And I know with everything going on, I know the girls have been excited to get out on the practice floor. Who's obviously a great mix of veterans and a great mix of freshmen coming in and some new players. Talk a little bit about some of the individuals through practice and who we're going to be talking a lot about throughout the beginning part of the year.
Yeah, it's been an interesting preseason for us. Like I said, we're battling some injuries right now, so we're definitely not at full steam. We're not able to put together maybe some of the lineups that we'd like to see. In that, it's a positive and a negative. You don't get as much time for that chemistry to build amongst maybe your starting five or your early rotation players, but it's also giving some kids that. Um, maybe wouldn't receive as many minutes when you've got a big roster size. It gives them those opportunities to shine and make mistakes and learn. And I think that's been the biggest thing for us this preseason is that everybody's getting a lot of reps, everybody's getting a lot of touches offensively and defensively. So they're able to learn on the fly. We're able to make some corrections as opposed to just sitting back and watching other people. Our upperclassmen are doing great. Crossing our fingers that we're able to get Abby Monis back this year. So we're hope to hear back from the NCAA before too long about her. But she's come in and she's just tearing it up. I think she's going to be one of if not the best post players in the league this year. And we really are going to lean on her as that kind of foundation inside for us. She's doing a lot of things and she's expanded her game, doing very well on the perimeter as well. Jada Jansen's gonna have a lot of expectations on her as our returning perimeter player. Antoinette Musarisi definitely chomping at the bit after having to sit out last year due to transfer rules. So our returners are chomping at the bit and they're ready to go and they're just ready to compete. I think our newcomers have done a fantastic job in coming in and playing hard and trying to learn what's going on and learn the differences between where they played last year to where they're playing at this year.
Absolutely. Well, I know we're excited for the season to start the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Can't wait to see, the team out there and, in a game day situation. I know things are going to look different at the beginning with no fans and different things along those lines. But I think the bottom line is we're going to be playing basketball here in about 2.5 weeks.
Exactly. And we've really tried to utilize our practice situation as, hey, this is what a game's going to be like, guys. There's not going to be more than 20, 30 people in the gym. You've got to create your own energy. And I think it's given us you can kind of say that in practice, hey, you need to create your own energy. Well, literally you have to now. You don't have a pep band, you don't have cheerleaders, you don't have your parents up in the stands. So you have to get yourself going. You really have to rely on one another. And so I think that's been one of the fun parts this year is now when you say, hey, everybody from the starters that are playing 30 minutes a game to those that may not be playing as many minutes as they want to, like, you're still a valuable part of the game. You're still very important. So take advantage of those opportunities and bring what you can bring to the team to make them competitive.
No doubt about it. Well, thanks so much for the time, buddy. I know we'll start our weekly chats here in the next couple of weeks, and it'll be great to catch up with you. And real excited about the basketball season and getting things going here in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Collin Lanam, our head women's basketball coach, joins us, and we'll start our weekly visits with Collin and with also Jesse Shaw, our men's basketball coach, here in a couple of weeks as they get ready to start the 2020-2021 season here the Sunday after Thanksgiving. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning into MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.